I have some more great news for you. In addition to releasing the trailer for the 4th episode of the amazing digital circus glitch, have another surprise for us. The Wacky Watch website has received an update in honor of the soon-to-be-released 4th episode. Under the previous video, some subscribers expressed doubts about whether Gummy Goo will appear in the 4th episode or not. In this video, I'll tell you all about the new stuff on Wacky Watch and what we know about the NPCs from the old episodes that will return and play a role in the story. In the comments under last week's video, a lot of people were wondering about whether Gummy Goo would appear in the new episode. I am confident in the fact that Gummy Goo will play a role. A long time ago on Tumblr, Gooseworks posted a screenshot of NPCs from different episodes standing in a row. We saw Princess Lulalalu, Gummy Goo, Martha Mildenhall, and Orbsman in that screenshot. We can conclude that Gummy Goo will definitely be among the old NPCs that will appear in the new episodes. In the trailer for the 4th episode, we saw Queen Gloink. It makes sense that most of the old NPCs will appear as restaurant customers in the 4th episode. In the trailer, we see that Pomni was very surprised and even scared when she saw one NPC with the bottom of his head white. Everything fits together perfectly here. In episode 4, Pomni and Gummy Goo will see each other again. Let's get to the full review on all the changes to the Wacky Watch website. As soon as you enter the site, you'll begin your exploration from the very top of the page. We are greeted with the words, "Welcome to Spudsies." The website starts with a rather odd offer to attract Try the Sauce customers. At the bottom is an Order Online button that you can click on. I'll come back to this button a little later in the video. On the right side of the website page, you can see a rotating Spudsies restaurant logo and a marmalade rotating in the opposite direction that resembles a burger. On the one hand, this should be the second signal that there are doubts about the quality of the food served at Spudsies. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure that the marmalade burger hints us at the appearance of Gummy Goo at Spudsies in episode 4. But we'll discuss Gummy Goo a little later too. On the orange line at the bottom, we can see a listing of the main foods served at this restaurant. The list includes meat, potato, ice cream, and pickles. I want to draw your attention to the fact that these words are written in different fonts on the website. The words meat and ice cream are written in plain block letters, while the words potato and pickles are italicized. After researching the all-new Wacky Watch website, I can explain to you that the products written in italics are real and most likely of Spudsies restaurant quality. The other products are substandard and contain surprises in their recipe that will surprise you. You'll figure it out soon enough. If you click on the right arrow, the orange bar will change to a video in which vegetable broth is poured into a glass and broccoli is placed on top. This video has Spudsies logo on it. It says free bucket of soup with every purchase. It's pretty weird to offer vegetable soup at a fast food restaurant. These items are usually the most unpopular items at fast food restaurants. If we click on the arrow again, we get a strange image that repeats several times. On a red background is a bald, smiling man wearing a shirt and apron, which are hard to distinguish in this image. This image scared me at first, but then I realized what its meaning was. I think you all realize that the Spudsies logo is a reference to the McDonald's logo. The image of this man on a red background is a kind of parody of the main face of the fast food chain KFC. This man on a red background is drawn in the same style in which Colonel Sanders is usually depicted. This man literally looks like Colonel Sanders. He is missing his glasses, hair, beard, and bow tie. At this point, it became clear to me that the main idea behind Spudsies is to parody and ridicule large fast food restaurant chains that have unsanitary preparation standards, poorly performing employees, and managers who pressure the staff. If we scroll down the page, we see the sequel. The caption reads, "Original recipe since some time in the past." In one of the teasers of the 4th episode, which appeared exactly one day before the trailer and Wacky Watch update, we saw a newspaper. In this newspaper was announced a search for staff to work in Spudsies. Incidentally, in this teaser, there is a drink dispenser behind Pomni's back. You can spot the lettering Sparkling Mepep on the machine. The same strange combination of 5 letters was on the maple syrup bottle that Kane showed at the beginning of episode 2. I'll remind you that maple syrup was the very thing that Gummy Goo and his friends came to Candy Canyon for. From what we know, maple syrup is an important resource for candy NPCs that can work unknown miracles. This detail also hints at Gummy Goo's appearance in the new episode. One of the articles in this newspaper had the headline, "Orbsman donates 57 cents to charity." We can conclude that Spudsies has only recently opened and is a fairly poor fast food restaurant. Returning to the Wacky Watch website, I want to get to the most interesting part of this site, a discussion of the menu and specialties of Spudsies restaurant. On the site next to the rotating stars, we can see several menu items. They are signed all-time favorites. The first position already seems rather strange. At Spudsy's, you can order just pickles. These are sliced pickle slices in a box for the overpriced price of $70. The second dish is called the slab. It is a huge pile of meat between two buns. This dish costs only 31 cents and is signed real meat. Thanks to the quotation marks, we can infer that there is something wrong with the meat in this dish. We'll find out that secret soon enough. The third dish is called Mega Mega Stack and is signed 2 times Mega. In the picture, we see a huge burger made of 10 patties and other standard ingredients. The burger also comes with something that looks like ice cream and regular fries. At the bottom, you can see the full menu button. If you click on this button or on the Order Online button, you will be taken to the full menu page of Spudsy's restaurant. On this page, you can see a few more menu items. The fourth dish is called Dobby Dog. It is signed at the bottom as limited stock. On the hot dog package, we can see a face painting of a character from one of the people stuck in the digital circus. We could see his room in the pilot. His face was crossed out, so we can safely say that the dog character is one of the abstracted characters. I've never heard him called by name. I don't think this dish got its unusual name by accident. It is more likely that this character was named Dobby. I'm sure this dish hints that in the new episode we will learn more about this character from one of the characters who was familiar with him. It seems to me that before going into Zubal's room, Gangle will visit a few more character rooms at the beginning of episode 4. Gangle will go into Dobby's room, and it will be an excuse for Kinger to talk more about one of his old friends. There's nothing odd about the description of this dish and its price. The description reads, "Comes with extra bread," and the price of this dish is $57.57. The slab's first course has a truly shocking description. It says carefully curated human meat. So the meat in this burger is made out of humans. It's likely that the terrible secret of Spudsy's is that all of its dishes are made of humans. It's hard to tell when the main characters will realize exactly what they have to cook with. I immediately remembered the dialogue from the trailer where Gangle threatened Jax to send him to stock meat in the meat fridge. That meat fridge has been mentioned more than once in previous trailers for the new episodes. That said, we have seen a black screen in moments with the fridge. We've never yet been shown exactly what is in the meat fridge. Perhaps the characters who find themselves there will have to watch hyper-realistic-looking people getting meat from hyper-realistic-looking people. Just below on the main page of the site, we see a meat grinder grinding meat into mince and the word real meat written on it. Because of this emphasis on the word real, I think the new episode will feature creepy, realistic depictions of meat cutting. By the way, you can spot a picture of Pickles and the caption "Real Pickles" next to a picture of Tommy Pickles, a character from the famous children's show on Nickelodeon channel Rugrats. I really hope this reference is not a hint that the ingredient in the dishes in episode 4 will be little kids. By the way, you may notice an exit door on the menu. If you click on it, it takes us to one of Gooseworks' Twitter drawings of Jax's face stained in a white liquid. I think that's the dessert on the menu. Instead of ice cream, Spudsy serves sour cream that has been standing in the air for 30 hours. At the very bottom of the website, you can submit a resume for a job at Spudsy's. Whatever you write, you'll get a picture of Pomni's face from the door of her room at the circus and a message saying your application has been rejected. What do you think about it? What other NPCs will appear in episode 4? Is Gangle going to have the characters make human dishes? Write your opinions and theories in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them. The best comments will make it into the new videos. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck to everyone and bye-bye.